Hi, this is Eddie Hearn and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law, and I'm down here at the Peacocks Boxing Gym. Delighted to be joined by the current WBC International Silver Featherweight Champion, Mr. Louie Lynn. Louie, good afternoon, mate. How you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you, mate. You alright?
Yeah, not bad. Thank you for asking. How was the session?
Yeah, good. Hard session today. Just, unfortunately, I can't be sparring at the minute because of my cut is healing up nicely though. But yeah, it's been a hard week really. But no, it's good. It's good. I love it. That's what it's about, isn't it? Hard work pays off and that.
Exactly. It's been obviously a few weeks since that fight with Amin Jahanzeb. A brilliant fight, two undefeated fighters earlier on in their career, putting their O on the line. That's exactly what British boxing needs right now, given the fact that we've lost so much boxing due to the pandemic. Looking back on the fight, how happy were you with the performance and getting the win?
Yeah, well, with my performance, I'm happy. Obviously, I got the win, but I know I can box better than that. And that wasn't my best, but even under the circumstances, I think because there's a lot as well, like you say, you're two undefeated fighters, and this is the biggest fight of my life, and I needed to get the victory in that, and I was, I think, yeah, sometimes maybe I was just a bit too keen and forced it a little bit, but I know what I need to work on, and I know I can do that. I can do the things that I didn't want to do or that I wanted to do. I know I can do it, so it's just got to relax a little bit more. That's what I think I'll take from it. But no, it's definitely a great experience and a great fight, wasn't it?
It was a brilliant fight, and that's exactly what boxing needs right now. Ever since the pandemic, of course, like I said, we've lost a lot of boxing. One thing we have seen since boxing made its return after the pandemic is a lot of 50-50 fights, such as yourself and Amin were both undefeated fighters, putting your O on the line. How much do you think boxing benefits from these type of fights happening at such early stages in fighters' careers? Yeah,
I think it's great because that's what the fans want to see, don't they? Like the best fight and the best ultimately at the top level, and then obviously the top prospects coming through, and that's what it's about. You don't want to pad your records out, and people want to see. They love to see like a great fight, don't they? Where it goes to and fro and that and. Yeah, that's what adds to the excitement, doesn't it? And for the fighters as well, it's good because I'm here to fight the best, and I want to be the best. And if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, don't you? And you got to just keep learning and getting better.
It was your first title that you picked up. Yeah. Is the plan now for 2022 to start perhaps maybe looking at English, British, maybe even the European?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to get the British. I want to get the British title. I suppose that's next on my list, and just taking each fight as it comes, innit, and just trusting the Lord. Yeah, His journey for me, and that's all that's happened in my life, and that's why I'm got to this far. Yeah, all thanks to Jesus. And on the back of my shorts, I said, have faith in God. And 11:23, because it's the same as my birthday, but it says, if you believe in your heart and don't doubt, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. And I have faith in Jesus, like, because I know in myself and my own strength, like I can't do it. I can't do nothing without Him. But He's blessed me with a great team. I've got a great platform, and we're on the journey now. So I don't doubt Him. I just got to keep learning and just. It's not going to be easy, innit? It's going to, got to go through deep waters and just keep learning and give my all, really.
As you just mentioned, deep waters. I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to sort of make that step up to the next level in your career? Maybe just fight sort of behind world stages, or is it a case of you'd like to crack British domestic level first? What is it that you think you're ready to do?
I think ultimately I believe, God willing, that I can be and I will be a world champion. I believe that, but like you say, it's one fight at a time, and it's still we've only had 10 fights, and there's a lot of learning to do, and you ain't got to rush. I had a meeting with Francis, my manager, Martin Bowers and Frank Warren, and they said it's a marathon, not a sprint as well. So as much as I'm eager to I want to fight them all and fight everyone now, he said, we haven't. I suppose there's no need to rush too much, but at the same time, I'm ready. I'm ready for these fights, and I want them. But I said, look, I trust you. You obviously you know what you're doing, innit? So I trust that, and as long as I'm getting good fights, and obviously I want to get more belts, and so one step at a time, really. But I believe ultimately, I'll get there.
You got a lot of people singing your praises. One guy that has sung your praises is the undefeated WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. When you're going out there putting your record on the line in a true British domestic clash, a 50-50 fight, and you got people like Tyson Fury coming out, and praising your performances. How much does that mean to you, and what does that do for you going into the rest of your career?
That's the first I've heard of it, to be honest, mate. I never knew that he said something about that. But if he did, massive thanks to Tyson Fury. He's obviously, I look up to him. He's the best heavyweight on the planet, and he had a great fight, didn't he, with Deontay Wilder. And he's an inspiration of mine. And like Manny Pacquiao and Tyson Fury, gives the glory to Jesus, and I love that about him. And it goes to show even like how he in the first fight with Wilder, he got back up. People was like, how did he do that? That he resurrected from the dead. But thanks a lot, Tyson Fury, if he sees this, and I appreciate it. And ultimately, I want to be like, I want to get to reach the top level as well. And he's obviously, he's been through it all, isn't he, during his career. And like, it don't happen overnight. It's a journey, innit? And there's loads of twists and turns and ups and downs, I suppose. But like anything, if you keep pushing, and it's possible to get there, innit?
Let's talk a bit about your division. News broke to us the other day that Matchroom won the purse bids for Lee Wood and Michael Conlan, which is going to be a very good, interesting fight. How does that fight pan out for you? Who do you see winning that fight?
We'll have to see, obviously. Do you know what I mean? It depends, obviously, who shows up on the night and that. But it will be a good fight to watch. That Michael Conlan, he looked great in his last fight, didn't he? And Lee Wood done great against Canzu, didn't he? So I think it's a good 50-50 fight, I suppose, and quite hard to call, really. Yeah.
When you look at Michael Conlan, he was obviously very hard done by in the Olympics. He's been through a lot throughout his career. How much praise do you give to Michael Conlan? Because he could have easily have just thought, do you know what? I'm at one of the biggest stages in boxing, the Olympics, and I'm getting, screwed over by judges. But he still carried on. He's still done what he's done, and he's now on the cusp of fighting for a world title. How much praise do you give Michael Conlan?
No, I'm joking. He's done good. Fair play to him, man. Like I suppose every boxer, didn't they? You have to, you get adversities and that, didn't you? And setbacks, but you just got to keep going, and ultimately, if you keep going, even George Groves, and he lost the world title 3 times, but won it on the 4th, and it's about perseverance, isn't it? And what you're made of, I suppose, isn't it? And I think even Muhammad Ali said, yes, but like what you got inside you, innit? And champions aren't built in gym, from what you got inside, and that's like you say, with deep waters in life and getting decisions and things like that. That's what it takes, doesn't it, to be a champion, I suppose.
Let's talk 2022. It's going to be a big year for you, given the fact that you've just come through a very, very good fight. You picked up your first title. What do you want to see yourself achieve in 2022? How many times are you looking to fight, and is there any potential opponents out there that you'd love to see yourself in the ring with?
Yeah, I want to fight as much as I can in the new year, but obviously meaningful fights, and ultimately I want to be a British champion, at least by 2022. I was hoping to have got there this year, but again, that's probably a bit soon anyway. But I was like, even after my 9th fight, they asked me if I wanted where I wanted to be, and I said British champion, and Lee Wood had it. But like I say, I'm not fussed who's there or whoever I've got to fight. I'm happy to fight whoever, and I believe in my abilities and that I can find a way to win. So ultimately, I suppose that's what I want to get at least by next year.
I've got to ask you, obviously we just spoke about Tyson Fury just a little while ago during the interview, but obviously put in that tremendous performance against Deontay Wilder a few weeks ago. We know Alexander Usyk is going to take on Anthony Joshua in a rematch. There's a lot of talk about a potential fight now between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. Give me your thoughts on that fight. What can you see happening if that fight does happen?
With Wilder?
Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte.
Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, that'd be a great fight to watch, wouldn't it? But I reckon maybe Tyson Fury's movement, he's just too elusive, and his boxing ability, and he can do everything. So I don't think Dillian Whyte's going to be able to beat him. I don't think. No.
It's going to be an interesting fight when it does happen. Right, Louie, listen, I've taken up enough of your time, so I'm going to let you crack on. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to speak to you, and we'll definitely keep our eye out for you in 2022.
Thanks so much, mate. Appreciate it. Nice one. Thank you.
Louie Lynn, thank you very much for talking to Lights Out, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.